Alright guys, today we're going to be speedrunning hating a literal child.
Face while I'm sleeping, you bitch!
My 14-year-old son, Michael, is pretty much terrorizing our life and our family.
Alright, we just need to... Alright, first we need some proof on how terrible of a person he is. I'm not hating him that much right now.
I am a prisoner in my own home.
Alright, so that makes sense.
When you attack me,
I'm not attacking you.
you are. Don't touch me.
It has got
Bruh, it's... What is a scrawny kid like that going to do? You're his mother.
physical to a point where he's taken swings at me in the past.
Do not hit me again. Stop!
I'm just surprised on how brave he is. He's just a freaking monster.
He is very hostile and aggressive towards me.
Bruh. He is very hostile and aggressive. That's like something you'd say if your friend had a dog over and the dog looked like this, but it still attacked you, and you're like, wow, it hurt me, guys. I didn't do anything. What am I supposed to do?
I'm gonna break everything.
He physically
Was that baby cake? Oh wait, yeah, they do have a screaming child. And why are they recording this in the first place? What? How? Like, does the kid even know what? I mean, to be honest, the kid might just think, why the heck is he even recording? I can do whatever I want.
comes after me.
Are you kidding me? You literally just threw this stick at me in my car.
It could be something so simple
Okay, so throwing,
as
yeah,
just
throwing a stick that's the simple one.
repeatedly hitting me with a pillow.
Okay, I'm starting to hate him, but I'm not hating him that much right now.
You need to go to school. I said stop. Stop it.
Yeah, that's a bit annoying, but like some moms out there, they're like, bruh, that's freaking stupid. I'll just slap their butt 10 times harder.
I'm becoming more and more afraid of Michael.
Well, what's the extreme parts? Like throwing knives? Eating flesh? What is the extreme parts? I want to know that.
When I came into Michael's life, he was 4 years old. I never tried to be his dad. The last 2 years have gotten really bad.
Wow. Not having a parent, not having one parent for 4 years could be damaging to a child.
He's punched multiple holes in the wall.
He has the same body structure as me, and I'm like, bro, I can't even swing a punch. How can this dude punch through an entire wall? Probably like dry or something, I don't know.
He does call me names. I'm a badass, a bitch.
If I ask him,
Well, are you or are you not? Okay, shouldn't actually say that. Okay. Alright. So, bruh, just like, he has all this stuff, take it away from him. Or, you know, get out the chancla or the belt. Or, just beat him.
to clean
that
his
easy?
room, he'll tell me I'm not cleaning my room.
At the beginning of
Okay, cleaning your room is annoying, but... Is it? Bruh, is it that annoying that you're like, nah, I hate my dad. Shut up.
Michael's life, his father, Bryant, was not involved. When Michael was 9 years old, his dad petitioned the court for custody.
That hasn't worked out. Wait, so are they the man and wife are divorced, right? So is that why the kid is like whatever's?
At that time, Michael did not have a relationship with his dad.
Well, yeah. Why weren't he? Why wasn't he there in the first place? Like he just said, Bruh, I wasn't there for the first 4 years of my son's life. Bruh, what do you think is going to happen? He's gonna not remember the balding face on that green shirt.
Michael's father told Michael he could threaten us with CPS. It's not right at all.
About a year and a
You don't say! Something wrong is wrong!
half ago, Michael's dad committed suicide, and that destroyed Michael's life. That is when the anger and the physical aggression started to come out in Michael.
I mean, yeah, there's something called a therapist. There's something called meds. There's something called talking to him. There's something called not isolating him.
Don't touch me. Don't touch. Ow!
We have called 911 for safety reasons and sent him to the hospital. I feel like I've lost total control of this situation.
Well, since you're the guy or the woman who is literally calling the cops on a child for, like, what? What did he do? Like, if you're, bruh, it's a child. You have like 4 times its mass or strength or whatever. If you're gonna say don't touch me, make him.
Okay,
Okay.
pretty chaotic.
Why is it? It sounds like he's like, yeah, that makes sense. Like he doesn't seem to care, but he's the one who cares the most somehow.
Yes, it's extremely chaotic.
Yeah. What? Like this dude changed hair. Bro, what?
What do you think your primary mission is as a mother?
Right now, my primary mission is to
Survive! When does the child come in? I won't hate him.
pretty much make sure that I don't have to see my child 6 feet in the ground or behind a glass window.
Relatable.
So you're doing damage.
Wait, terrorized by teenager. Yeah, that's a sight to see. And also there's just a bunch of these people, like, quarantined and, like, watching from outside the building. Like, they could be eating chips for all I care and, like, do nothing.
Control.
Yeah, we're trying to, pretty much we're on the road of just trying to survive. We're pretty
I called it! I called it! I called it! We're... No! It was a joke! Oh, no. Oh, oh no. I didn't mean it like that. I didn't actually think that would happen.
pretty much walking on glass and it's cracking and pretty much almost falling out from underneath us.
Alex,
I wouldn't say it like that. More of like the glass is squishy and you're making it hurt.
you've been in Michael's life since he was 4 or 5, right?
Yes,
But are there times where you do connect with him?
it hasn't been in a long time.
Long time.
So that's like 10 years you've been in his life for? I think these parents are treating their son as a child, not as a teenager that has lost their dad figure already.
Time.
He was pretty much made to believe that Alex is a bad person and no matter what, he shouldn't have anything to do with him.
When we talk about his behavior,
Yeah, don't do that.
most of it is pretty aggressive behavior. He was kicked off the hockey team for hitting another kid in the nose, right?
Yes.
Are they Canadian? I know that's a stereotype, but Canadians are pretty. No, I shouldn't make that joke. That they're uh, aggressive against hockey. But I mean, to be real, wait, he straight up just knocked a kid out or hit him? Yeah, that's. I mean, I'm surprised they didn't sue him. Like the parents. Maybe they did, maybe they didn't.
He's hit you in the face. He's
Cursed 29 times on the phone? What? That's a record. Locked grandpa out. Grab knife. Uh, yep. Refuse school. All F's. That's expected. Threatens all CPS? Like, what? Call mom alcoholic, one drink? That might just be a joke. Scream. Hits dog. Okay, kill him. Alright, 10 damage. What? How do you. That's like the house. How do you do that? Hits mom face. Hit mom face. Hit mom face. Apologize for fun. uh, sure. Broke window, door. How do you break a door? How do you break a door? Uh, light fire yard. Light fire yard. Light fire yard? Or light fire yard? Alright, let's see. Which one is the funniest? I have to say Curse 29. Like, it wasn't. How long was the call? Because if it was a minute long, he could just say the F word. Because the F word is interchangeably. Like, you can put that in anywhere and it would still make sense. But let's see. Which is actually the funniest? Um, hit mom face. Hit mom face. Or lock grandpa out, grab knife. That one is the funniest in real life. That's the funniest in wording. And let's see. That's just being funny.
done $10,000 to $15,000 worth of damage in the house. We're talking about holes.
Oh, wait, there's more doors. How did he break? Wait, okay, I think those are. No, wait, that leads into a bathroom. Wait, is that the same? No, that's not the same door, or is it? I don't really care. But he actually. How do you get that angry that you're just like, I'm gonna break this door? What? Where's the damage on the car? Like, is there a scratch or something? Bruh, he hit it so hard that you can see the outlet from the inside. Either he's possessed, that's the only explanation.
And walls, tearing off sheetrock, breaking doors, things of that nature. He's locked his grandfather out, grabbed a knife during an argument. He screams, hits the dog. I looked at his most recent report card.
Screams, hits the dog. Just gonna make no comment on that, Phil. Just gonna gloss over screams, hit dog.
And He had all Fs.
Yes.
I mean, across the board in all of his classes.
Yeah, we
But
see.
we were
Let's see. Frenchman, English. And let's see. How do you? Oh, small engines. Let's see. Which one is the freshman English? I mean, English is hard. Don't get me wrong, but 5%. Bro, go send him to like an army camp. Get him out of your life for all I care. Don't have a kid like that.
interviewing him on the phone. He cursed 29 times. So a lot of it is just kind of poor impulse control and just kind of doing what he wants to do. And there's a lot of anger and frustration there, right?
Well, no duh. We've seen all that, but how do you treat it is what they need, Phil. They don't care what is happening. They care how to get rid of what's happening.
You made the comment of he wants to do what he wants to do. That's a lot of it. Trigger points are because of that. We tell him to clean his room or you need to get up and go to school. It then becomes an argument because I don't want to go to school today.
Yeah.
This kid is straight up just a baby. He's straight up baby. It's like, how would I explain this? Alright, so you're trying to feed a baby something, and they're like, no, I don't want it. No, I don't want it. No, I do not want that. And then when you take it away from them, they're all like, I want that.
And I'm not going to have to. And I'm going to fight you all the way to the end of it.
I usually only get mad around my mom.
Oh my gosh, there's the idiot. There's the dumb little child that is terrorizing their entire family. Why though? Like the two watermarks on the screen though. Bruh. I would expect this dude to get rid of his pee-pee just because his mom and dad refused or did something.
My mom just...
Why are they blurring his face out? They're already showing his face. Like, why are they afraid? To get sued? He's already being shown. I guess that might be
Likes to
just the
push my
mother, I
buttons.
think.
Sakes, get out!
Don't.
She starts fights.
Go.
She starts fights. I mean, yeah, that was okay. That was kind of weird. Like she was just standing there recording you, and you just came up and like, bow, get out your phone out here, and then swing your water ball around.
I've gotten mad to the point where I blacked out and I do irrational things.
Wait, this dude straight up like got so mad he fainted. That is the sound, a recreation of what happened every time he got blacked out after being too angry. Person too angry to live.
Don't.
She should not be afraid of me. I've never heard her.
She should not be afraid of me after I grabbed a knife, hit her dog, hit her, locked my grandma outside, and also a bunch of other things that she should be worried about. I never hit her.
Most of the time she harasses me. She starts pushing my buttons and then starts recording, so...
Well, first of all, you're the one with the big buttons she's pushing. Second of all, she's recording because you're being dangerous. And third of all, I don't know, you're bad. Bruh.
Give me the phone. Don't. I don't want to be videotaped.
No,
Videotape me.
because I'm showing your grandma.
She's trying to get me in trouble.
I'm I'm showing your grandma? What are you gonna do with the video feed again? Like, were you gonna show it to Dr. Phil or show it to the grandma? Like, oh, boys will be boys. Oh, well. What? I'm gonna show it to your grandma. Yeah, okay.
My mother overacts over the tiniest situations. It's really confusing, and it is overdramatic.
Throw me down the stairs, right here.
Well, I mean, if she's near someone that she thinks is dangerous, of course she's gonna, like, overreact to, like, when a Karen meets a black person.
I've been a little depressed and not really happy.
I've been a little depressed after I've seen one Billie Eilish song. It really hurt my bone.
Ever since my dad passed away, and it's been going a
Oh,
little
I did not mean to make that comment. Whoops.
bit downhill ever since then. I'm not really angry at anyone. I can just get really frustrated sometimes. I enjoyed living with my dad more than my mom because I had a little bit more freedom. Me and my dad, we never really fought, and I was much healthier with my dad. My mom feeds me a lot of fast food. I want some.
The mom is feeding him fast food. Well, first of all, not to judge, but you should try making him food. Like, to show how you care about him. Or something like that. Not just, hey, you eat this because I want you to. And you need it. Yes, you should. That's one thing.
Better relationship with my mom.
Would you agree that when you have a family, everybody in the family has a certain role that they're supposed to play? Like, you have a little sister, it's 18 months old, right?
Yes.
And
Yes, she is supposed to be baby. That's basically it.
she has a role, and her role right now is to be a baby. What's your
I
role?
actually got it. I
I would
actually got
say
it again.
just my role is just to be a kid.
My role as a kid is to be a kid. Then be a kid. Problem solved.
Right. Great answer, by the way, because I couldn't agree with you more. And at 14, what's a kid supposed to be doing, generally speaking?
I don't know. I'm 14 and abusing family.
Going to school and having a social life.
In a family unit, is there supposed to be somebody in charge?
Yes, and that would be my dead father.
Yes.
Somebody that runs things? Is that your mom's role?
Yes.
Okay, so she's supposed to be in charge.
Supposed to be. What do you mean, Phil? Is you want him to be in charge? You want to see what he does around the family? Are you being stupid? Don't be stupid.
Does that mean that you and your brother and ultimately your little sister are to be supportive of the leader?
Yeah.
Are you?
Most of the time, yes.
What is Dr. Phil doing? Like, to be supportive of the leader? That makes sense, but a leader? I mean, yeah, that's important, but I don't know what he's getting here. Like, hey, support your mom. She's trying to. Oh, she's he's trying to say that, hey, your mom is trying to take care of you. I'm the big dumb.
And you said one of your roles is to go to school.
Yeah.
Then go to school. Problem solved.
Are you?
Yes.
Boy, You have a 5% in one of your grades. Don't be lying.
How you doing?
I'm
Terribly.
doing actually very well.
No.
Really? Because here are some notes from your school.
He means business. And when he is the business, he means it. I'm trying to put my gun up on my gun holder. There we go.
Refusal to work. Made comments about blowing up the bus while on it.
Bruh. I'm gonna blow up this bus. Kids will be kids. Like, what do you do after that? Do you, like, ignore him? Or what? After he said that, like, what? After you hear that for the second time, you're like, oh, what a joke. What do you do?
That seems
Wait, let's go back to that. What? Okay. I'm at the medium point where I want to slap him, but I haven't fully slapped him.
comments about blowing up the bus while on it, folding into the school scene.
I was not the only one doing this. We were all talking about this game that we were doing.
So you weren't really talking about folding into the school scene.
I was not the only one doing this. We were all talking about this game that we were doing.
So you weren't really talking about blowing up the bus.
I wasn't really gonna blow up the bus. I was gonna blow up the school. Gosh, Dr. Phil. You're such a drag. Friggin' my gun. My orange fluorescent gun. Stay.
No.
All right, let's take a look at a typical argument between Michael and his mom.
I can just wait until they're here.
You need to go.
No, this is my room now.
Move.
This is my room. Remember, you want to break
Move.
all my shit and do that.
Move. You opened the garage doors and the doors. Move.
No, you want to go in my room and just throw everything. Why should I not?
I'm
be
not.
able to?
Move.
Stay in your room.
Bro, what?
Move. Don't.
You really want to open the door?
Stop it. Move.
I told you to leave my room.
You
it took
opened-
an hour. An hour, and you were sitting on the floor,
Move.
laying on it, and in my closet, and touching my dirty ass underwear.
Can you move?
What the was wrong with you?
Move.
My gosh. Alright. I'm at the breaking point. I hate this kid. And whatever, I still have time left. I still don't hate this kid. I'm at a world record pace. Alright.
Move.
Pervert.
Move. I just want the garage door shut.
Okay, I'll go shut the garage door, and then you can go stay in the room.
Don't tell me what to do. Move.
Well, you don't. This. Oh, what am I supposed to say? This kid is just being terrible because his mom says, "Hey, do this." No, I'm gonna do this.
Oh shit, throw me down the stairs right here.
Move.
Push me.
Saying move doesn't fix anything.
And go. Ow! Don't!
Okay, Michael, you found that hard to watch. Why?
Usually when this happens, when my mom records something like that, it's usually right after she provokes me. Like I said in the video, she sat in my room for 1 hour and just sitting there yelling, screaming, throwing all my stuff everywhere. Like I just got a new dresser and she just threw we have a dog's dish for water. She just threw it all over my bed and my dresser, and actually it's moldy, if you don't remember.
So we don't have part of the story, I see. Mother, why have you killed this person's dish bowl? And also, Why are you yelling at him about closing the garage door? You don't even have to tell him. You just have to get out of his room and do it yourself. You can tell him like, hey, remember this, or else I'll freaking beat you. All right, bye.
No.
Well, hang on a second. Now, I want an honest response here. Seriously. Is that true? Had you been in combat with him preceding that video?
No,
So he's just totally lying.
I would say yes.
I would say
Michael does not
yes,
respect
because
me. He says
otherwise
things like,
I
"You're
would
not
look
my
like
real
a bad
dad. I don't
person.
have to listen to you." He's called me worthless, fat, lazy, ass, you name it. He's pretty much called me it.
Bald. Bald. Just bald. I don't know, so, I mean, he kinda doesn't know you as much as his real father, and he kinda hates you for that, so whatever.
I do not think Michael respects me at all. I feel like I've lost total control of this situation.
Michael and Vanessa fight constantly,
Move. You're a redneck.
and it doesn't matter what it is
Redneck?
about. Michael's a very hard child to parent.
There are times that Michael has no control over his anger and his actions.
Michael and I have gotten into some battles when Michael and Vanessa lived at my house. Michael has called me all kinds of vulgar names.
How many transitions have there been? I've seen more of those than anything else. Like what? I don't really get that. Like, let's see.
And I have gotten into some battles when Michael and Vanessa lived at my
Wait. The grandma has gotten into battles? I'm just... You don't say battles. You sound like a Smash Bros character. Time to battle! Bruh. Bruh. What do you mean?
Michael has called me all kinds of vulgar names, sworn at me that I was worthless as an aunt.
He has exhibited the
Oh, it's an aunt. Okay. Still bad, but I wasn't expecting that.
anger towards me in physical, verbal, and emotional ways.
I had a lot of damage done inside my house.
Like, if you saw that kid on the street, you were like, huh, that's a pretty scrawny kid. I could probably crack his neck. And next thing you know, you have a hole punched into your wall somehow. Do you, how do you break a freaking door like that? Do you like slam it? Because as you can see, like right here, that's like a sink or a maybe he's in the laundry room, and like he had to slam that thing or freaking kicked it for all I know. Why? No, this child.
House from him. The more you engage with Michael, the louder, the more destructive, the meaner he gets.
Imagine you become his like closest friend and you come to his house for a sleepover and he like tries killing you. Bruh. Okay, so let's say someone actually became this dude's friend and talked to him for once. What would happen there? Would he calm down? Would he get angrier because there's another person in his life that he doesn't really wanted? Or I'm not a psychologist. What am I saying?
Michael's my first grandson, and to see him not care about how he attacks me, how he tries to get me to punch him, that's not right.
Bruh. This kid is actually saying like, punch me, punch me, punch me, punch me, daddy. Oh wait, that's his uncle. That's even worse.
Michael has the tendency to exaggerate the truth. Michael has gone to school and told his teachers that Vanessa or Alex are abusing him.
My mom is abusing me because she didn't give me the fresh chicken nuggets. She gave me the moldy ones that were touching the grapes. Oh my gosh, my gun.
Which is not true. I don't understand or know where he gets these lies.
Yo.
I want the grandson that doesn't want to provoke me into attacking him.
I mean, doesn't any grandpa? Oh wait. Wait. I freezed out the right frame. His eyes are just like whoop. Yep, you got a silent. We got a weird eye right there. Okay, let's keep watching.
I want my grandson that doesn't use language to tell me that I'm worthless. I want that grandson back.
What's y'all's theory about why Michael's on this path?
Honestly, I don't think he knows why he's on this path. I think that through actions outside of his own, people have given him examples. I'll use the custody battle to where the father belittled the mother, and the mother wasn't worth anything.
I wonder whose genes got. I wonder what kind of genes he got in the gene pool. Did he get the person who talks a lot and says people are worse than himself? Or did he get the mother? He got the father, what?
And he's just taken that same step to where, just like his father said, she isn't worth anything. You don't have to listen to her. He's now uses that.
Could I say?
Please.
But
They said that my father mistreated my mother, and I would say that's true, but also my mother did the same thing to my father. They both got really heated over what my mom would not let me out of the house when it was my dad's day to have me, and my dad would do this. Well, my dad wouldn't do the same
I'm
thing.
going to actually disagree with that very much because I made sure as a parent that was not allowed to see his daughter that I would never let my daughter hide you ever from him. I know you've been told that from your father. We never, and I would never allow that.
wow, the abusive father who brainwashed his son into thinking he was the better person. The mother. The father, everyone, he's the worst.
So please give.
But there was
everyone that.
animosity between these two.
I would say that there was a little bit of confrontation, and
A little bit. A little. I don't, for some reason, I kind of don't believe you, bro. You can't be sussing.
I feel like it always came off that I felt like I was trying to defend myself from a story.
When I would go with Vanessa and pick Michael up, we couldn't go in his.
He would straight up pull out a M16 attack rifle out of his pocket, and I would ask him, where did you get that? And he was like, alright, let's, yep. Just wanted to make a big joke.
Father's driveway. We had to sit out away.
They would literally call the cops and try
Yep.
to have you arrested for trespassing.
You know you did. You would come up to my grandparents and you would yell, swear, and so would my mother, and so would my other grandfather.
No.
The end result is still that he's caught in the crossfire
correct.
of all of these adults going back and forth and fighting. And what do you
Bruh. Imagine being a child and like, wow, child who has been raised by abusive people around him and doesn't know how to act, so he just acts like a person who rules the place. The mother. It's the first option, guys.
expect to happen when we write on the slate of who these children are.
Michael does use a lot of bad language.
Hit me in the face.
Well, to be honest, he is a 14-year-old. He's kind of allowed to.
So go yourself.
I would say that he swears regularly and uses the word and the B word.
You're redneck.
I do.
To be perfectly honest, at my school, it's kind of normal to hear that between friends, but if you told that to your parents, you would just instantly die. Like, instantly, figuratively be obliterated.
I use curse words, but I learned it from my mom.
I do use foul language now in front of him. I am not setting a good example for him when I do that.
You don't say! The mother who has been talking about all this foul language learning, making his son learn all the foul language that she has been saying. The kid. Who's worse, guys? I want to comment down below in chat. I hate children. Can you tell?
You know, Michael,
Wait. What was that scene? Why was there just a scene of her sitting there? Wow, I should have just gotten an abortion that evening. Or I should have just never, I should have just I should have just have always been a virgin. I should have never even talked to people. Man, if that would help me get rid of this kid, I would do it.
you know, Michael,
Bruh.
I ask you,
Social media outcast. The origins of 10th Gun speaks out. All new Monday. Bro, right now? Seriously?
what your role was. You said, my role is to be a kid and to get an education and have a social life. And
Bro, if you're ever getting bored of this, you could always just look at this screen right here. Like,
you're really exactly right about that. You know, Robin and I raised two boys, Jay, and
you're exactly right about that, so how about you act like it, you freaking child? I'll beat you until you freaking cry. You got that?
Jordan. And I told my boys growing up, you've got two jobs.
Bro, she's just nodding like, yeah, I might be a cat. Like, seriously, why does it look like she's gonna animal morphs into a cat?
Jobs. One is to get an education, and two
Why was
is
there?
to
Oh,
have a
yeah.
damn good time doing it.
One is to get an education, and two is to have a good time doing it. Both of those, it was very hard for me, and you have to do it too. Otherwise, you're gonna be a social outcast that hates everyone. You got that, child?
Your job, Michael, is to get an education and have a good time. And you're not having a good time.
Bruh. So is he basically just saying, hey, I know you have a hard life, so, dude, just have a good time. Do it. Bruh. Like, imagine you go to the therapist and you're like, "Aw, man, dude, I was like feeling down, dude. I just feel like I have nothing to this life." And he just prescribes be happy. Like, I need the drugs to be happy, doc. Uh-oh. That's why he was going to the therapist. Oh no.
And this is happening in a situation where you're miserable and you're making everybody else miserable because things have happened. I mean, to lose
I don't
is
think he actually understands that he is making it that miserable. because when
I
he
don't
does
think he understands that he is a terrible person because Vanessa says she can't control her 14-year-old son anywhere. I mean, didn't we already elaborate on that?
this, he tends to black out and not be there.
Well, I think that may be pretty spot on. These are some
He just stands up and says like, "Well, that's pretty spot on." Then sits back down on its
quotes
giant
from you.
chair.
You said, I feel out of control when I get angry. I go into a black rage. And then you said, I get amused by antagonizing and adding fuel to the fire.
Nothing really makes me mad or upset. I get frustrated, but I don't really get angry. I'm more of a pacifist person. I feel out of control when I get angry. I go into a black rage. That took it a 1 to a 10. I want to have a better relationship with my mom. I get abused by a agonizing and adding fuel to the fire. I usually do not do it for fun. Sir, who is the bad guy here?
I usually do it for fun.
Yeah, I said that. I
Yeah,
I would explain
yeah, I said that. After I read that Billie Eilish quote from Instagram, I just said that.
it as like if you're watching like the Joker movie. Like he's sitting there and he's looking at you, and then his Joker face comes on, and he'll be like, and you just sit there, and he's gone.
Can you recall doing that?
sorry,
What? Like, it's either staged or just truly funny. Like, you're just watching The Black Knight Rises and Joker comes on and this kid just like says, just like laughs in the, I don't know, like on the floor in your living room and says, ah, 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 and just leaves. Like, you'd either be worried or confused. And I think that's what every emotion she got.
remember this very, very well. She would come downstairs, she would turn on
I remember this very, very well. Why does it keep showing this? I know this. This 14-year-old is terrible, I know. What's his name again? I don't know.
the light, and she would come downstairs, yell at me, and antagonize me, saying jokes about my dad, saying how, oh, your dad's a piece of and you're ugly like him, and you're just a piece of you should go kill yourself. And that's what she would come downstairs and say to me.
Is he right?
How? What? How? What does that have to do with the Joker thing? We went to, haha, Joker face, to, she makes fun of my dead dad. Wow. How relatable, am I right? One.
That you say these things to him?
I told him once that I believe that his dad truly loved him and he did not hate me as much as he thinks he did. Because I said that there was only a few hours from the time that his dad died to the time that I picked him up from his house, and he was the last person with him. So I said, I am very
Wait, how did he die? Did he just, like, drop dead? Heart attack? The sun? What happened? Exactly.
glad that your dad did not kill you. I have never said that I think he could or he should. It's more of that
I did not want my divorced husband to kill my son. Is that so much to ask? Am I right, viewer?
When I say something, he takes it out of context and changes the words.
Like, she says, "Hey, funny dog. Wow, she must hate that dog. She must friggin' think that dog is ugly. She wants to kick it. She wants to absolutely throw it into an adoption center with a blind Mexican kid so that she would just make it seem so funny. Is that right, Mom? Huh? Huh? Huh?" What? I just said dog funny.
Okay, can I say something? She would say, hey, you're not worth going to jail. I wouldn't kill you. Why don't you go kill yourself, or I don't have to go to jail and pay a bail bond, and that and then you're lucky that your dad did not kill you, because he did hate you, and he didn't hate me, and I was a miserable child.
Are you
to
saying
take
you
care
haven't
of.
had that conversation with him?
I have never had that conversation.
To be honest, who's not to hate? The mother is straight up the worst. Like, the son got the bad qualities of each person. The mother says terrible things and lies, and so does the son, and the son is violent, like his dad, or whatever. Like, what the heck happened? Bruh, can you not try to die?
That I recall.
Well,
Huh.
anything in a country mile of this conversation that either of you are characterizing is so inappropriate
I agree.
to have between a mother and child. It is so off the chart. It is so,
Well, the reason why we're
there is no reason.
Dr. Phil just cuts her off like, "There is no reason. You are a terrible mother. Stop. I want to kill you and your child."
Can I give a few examples?
We'll
of
be right
things?
back.
We'll be right back.
There are times that my children have seen me argue with Michael. We are not successful at shielding them from the confrontation. My 2-year-old is seeing a life or death battle with my 14-year-old son, and she's extremely scared.
Just the baby sitting on the ground like, yes, I am a child. Oh, my mother and my mother and brother are fighting again. What another fantastic brawl of intelligence I see. I really hope I do not get killed after my brother takes the knife that I hid in his pocket. That would be very bad. I am not the true villain of this story. And where is the baby? Where is the baby? Like, the baby is gone. There is, I don't think it's on the chair, so did they leave it alone with a baby scissor? Sitter? Just to go on the Michael Phil channel? Dr. Phil channel?
Don't touch
Why
me.
is your phone over there?
No. Go now.
I am extremely nervous that I'm failing as a mother.
Michael, I
I love how the viewers are just like, well, pretty good. Especially this guy over here. Doesn't even have any headphones. Just like, yeah, I'm just sitting here watching this kid being abused by 5 adults. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 5 adults.
I want to appeal to your greed. I want to appeal.
I want to appeal to your greed. Is what he. What? 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 My mom is no mother Tarina? What is that supposed to mean? All new tomorrow. What? I don't know. Whatever. I'm stupid.
To your greed, because I think we talked about roles, and I think there are roles in life too. We go through phases.
Your role right now is to be a little brat and a child. Your next role, yeah, the role you're gonna become when you go into college, you know that role? Yeah, you know that role? That's gonna be your ramen eating, sewer drinking, vomit spewing, drunk guy. You know that guy who's gonna get run over, huh? You know that guy? Yeah, you better know that guy because I am that guy. You're going to die.
And one thing I know about teenagers is they want what they want when they want it, and they want it right now.
They want what they want, and they want it, and they want it right now. That's what. That's why I know.
And that's okay. That's kind of comes with the territory. And I want to appeal to your greed because I want you to
I want to appeal to your greed, and I'm going to steal every single ounce of happiness that you have in your life. Like, what is that supposed to mean? Like, I want to appeal to your greed, or your breed, or your seed, or your knees. What?
know what you want and greedily go after getting it. I'm asking you to be your
I'm asking you to be your worst and hate your mother all you want, kid. You're gonna be a successful, terrible person.
own best friend. And you're not being your own best friend here.
You are being your best, worst friend. And I hate that. So how many more episodes can I do of this kid?
You have 4 people sitting here that love you greatly. You've got 4 people here that love you
Not true. There's actually
enough to stop their lives and drive all the way across the United States to come down here and sit here for you. And I can't tell you how many teens I deal with that just don't have that kind of commitment around them.
Dr. Phil, you you've watched a bunch of children hate their parents for buying them $2 million of nothing. What do you mean? You've seen a bunch of annoying parents out there. You've seen better parents than these that have worse children than the. What do you mean, Dr. Phil? Just because he's violent doesn't mean he's the worst.
And I thank them for that.
So many kids don't have people in their corner, but you do.
So many kids don't have people in their corner, except for the 5 billion that do. What about the 3 billion? Well, they have someone in the future. And what about the 1 million? Well, I don't really care about those guys. They can die by themselves, of course. I don't want them on my show.
And
Bro, what's with the pause?
you have
You have nothing in your life.
had some frustrations in life, and I'm sorry for
Many frustrations in his life. Let's keep going.
that. But the question is, what are you going to do about it now? And you're old enough now that your decisions start affecting you. What you do in school affects you because
You're going to be you're going to be a middle school dropout and not even have a Dairy Queen job. Do you want that? No? Well, I'll do you one better. You're gonna be scraping pennies off the streets, being a poor dude, and trying to find each kind of small little dollar so that you can pay for one pizza each year. And you know, I don't even care if you get that pizza. I just want you to starve, you little child.
you're going to be selling those skills to the world. And this is all going to determine what kind of quality of life you have. And
Imagine he like graduates at the top of his class and he's like still gets the worst life imaginable. My wife left me. I have no kids. Everything I own was given to my wife. I'm even getting robbed by the mafia. everything is going downhill. And my parents have died that I almost loved, and also they're haunting me with all their memories.
Can your mother learn
Bruh.
to be a better partner parent?
Can your mother learn how to be a better person in general? No? Too bad.
Sure. But
Sure.
you need to be a good upstream manager and be a better partner son.
You have to be better than anything on this entire existence on earth. If you're not, I'm gonna slap you.
A better role model for your brother. And
You have to be a good person to be good. Otherwise, you're not good. And that's not good. So, get the heck out of my show, and we'll see you guys next time. Bye. I hope you don't kill each other.
it's time for you guys to decide, let's do this together. Now, I want to introduce someone to this situation that I would really like to.
I would really like to say that thanks for watching.
Introduce as a representative of an intervention team that I want to bring in here to work with you guys when you leave here. I want to introduce Erin
But there's like
Patch. Now,
16
Erin
seconds left.
is the co-founder of Ellie Family Services. She's a marriage and family
Yeah,
and everything.
Sure. Okay. Yeah, I get
But
it.
Joel,
Sure. Yeah.
what do you think
Importance.
about that? Is
Yeah.
exactly
Makes sense. All right. Let's see. What's next? My mom is dying from cancer and killing herself with alcohol. No. Phil Swift inside baseball. Wife's insult of her pitcher husband. Wait. I feel trapped by my controlling husband. Phil Strip, and I think that's the end, guys. Thanks for watching. I really hated children, and I hope I can do another one. Nice.